What's up, everyone? Coming to you with some picks I like for the day. Today is November 30, 2024. Basically, what we're doing now, end of the year, I've made withdrawals from my accounts. We're basically starting the bankrolls over. What I do is basically 3 different bankrolls for the type of betting that I do. For my sports betting, I live in a state where I can't bet on like FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM. So I use offshore books like Bovado, BetsOnline, MyBookie, Bookmaker. Those are the main sports books that I use for my sports betting. For my pick'em betting, which when I say pick'em, I'm talking about DraftKings, Dabble, Underdog, Parlay Play, Better. I have a separate bankroll for that also. And I also have a bankroll for my daily fantasy sports, which I don't talk too much about on this channel. But that's been probably my most successful betting strategy in sports betting. I have a separate bankroll for my daily fantasy sports. So this is basically a new year starting for me. Around $1,000 in each of the 3 categories that I bet in. So see if we can build that bankroll up. Let's see how far we can build it up. I will not touch it at least for another year. So let's see what we can do in this upcoming year. Let's first look at some positive EV plays. These are some plays that I'm getting for OddsJam. Link is down in the description for OddsJam. If you're not familiar with a positive EV play, it tells you right here. When a bet is a positive expected value, that means market odds indicate that the true probability of this bet is more than favorable than what the specific listed sportsbook predicts. This doesn't necessarily mean any specific bet is going to win. Rather, because this bet is mispriced, you're taking slightly less risk for a higher payout than you would otherwise get. So you got to understand that completely. Just because it has a 6.7% chance right here doesn't mean this play is going to hit. It just means you're getting a better price. And we're going to look at this. Atlanta Hawks versus Charlotte Hornets. Jalen Johnson over 4.5 plus 120. If we look at the odds down here, plus 120 for, this is on Flip, I think. Yeah, it's on Flip. It says the odds have changed, and they do change quick. So let's refresh this. Let's refresh and see what we see now. Boom, now we have another number here. Atlanta Hawks versus Charlotte Hornets, player rebounds, Dyson Daniels under minus 140. So let's look at the odds here. Minus 140, Flip. If we look at some other books, let's kind of go over here. You got it at Pinnacle. Over here, minus 160, one of the main books I like to see in my list when I check this out. This bet has a good chance of hitting the minus 140. It's something we may want to make over on Flip. So let's look what else is out here. I may take this odd even bet out of my selection here. It's basically if the score is going to be odd or even, the total point is going to be odd or even. There's a 50% chance every time you see that. So they're going to pop up in my list. It's really just a coin flip. To me, it's just a coin flip on this odd or even thing. And I may take this out of my filter here soon, because I don't like that odd even bet too much. Let's look down here, 2.75%. And we're looking at Seattle versus New York Jets. That's tomorrow. Player longest rush. Breece Hall under 15.5, minus 120. Again, that's on Flip. If we look at the numbers down here, minus 120, you can see that that's the lowest number you're going to get for that under. Just because it's positive EV doesn't mean you have to select it. Doesn't mean it has to be selected. You got to use some of your knowledge of sports. I don't think you can blindly just select these and be a winner. They say over time that if you do, you're going to profit, but over time can be 20 years. So you got to be smart and you got to select the right plays. Here go a pick over here, Kansas State versus Iowa State. That is today. And team total, Kansas State over 24.5, plus 115 over on BetUS. Let's look at the odds here of the other books. BetUS got it at plus 115. Pinnacle got it at plus 108. Most of the other books got it, pretty decent favorite to go under. Betwell got it plus 100. So the best value is plus 115 over, and he's giving us a 47.7% chance to hit. Basically, you can read this also. The market odds suggested that the probability of winning this bet is 47.7, while BetUSA odds only reflect 46.5. So that's another reason this bet is showing up, because the market is saying we have 47.7% chance to hit. BetUS is saying the odds that it's giving us at plus 115 is only 46.5. So we have an advantage here. That means you're getting better value. BetUS payout is based on the lower probability than the actual chance of winning. So that's what positive EV betting is. You look at these and you see what the probability of winning and what it's giving you. So let's look down here. Central Michigan, Northern Illinois. First half total points under 20.5, minus 101. This is on MyBookie. We're looking at the under, minus 101. Pretty decent favorite at all the other books on the under 20.5, minus 114, minus 110. Minus 101 is the best value we're going to get. Not a bad bet to place at 2.36%. We can even look at this one right here. Florida Atlantic versus Tulsa. First quarter money line. It's plus 100. Tulsa. First quarter money line. Bookmaker. Plus 100. You can see it's minus 130 over here on MyBookie. There's a gap somewhere here. This is probably a arbitrage opportunity if we really wanted to take that. I'm not looking at arbitrage right now, but that's possibly an arbitrage opportunity, I think, here also between MyBookie and Bookmaker. So that's positive EV betting. I use it. I just don't willy-nilly place bets. I'm selective with it, but I do use it. I find what I like, and I'm still experiencing what works and don't work. But definitely positive EP betting is a way to go to get in a lot of bets and to see some profit. And like I say, our jam link is down in the description. So let's look at some parlays for today. We're going to look at some basketball, and we're going to look at points, rebounds, and assists. And one of the ones I like is Jared McCain. His line is 29.5. PROPS.CASH projections 23.24. Huge difference right here. Let's look at Mr. McCain. And let's look at the 24-25 season. As we know, if you follow basketball, Mr. McCain is having a great year with Embiid out. Maxi's been hurt. Paul George has been out. But the one prop that he's not killing, we're 20 games in, guys. We're 20 games into this season, is the points, rebounds, and assists, where you can see he's only hitting it 24% of the time at the 29.5 line. And you're going to find 29.5 over here a lot of places. Prize Picks, Underdogs, BetMGM. Basically, most of the popular books out here has it at 29.5. Against this team, he's only had one game. He's a rookie. He had 18 And again, 24-25, he's only hit this 24% of the time. 4 out of the, I think it's 20 games that they've probably played. Yep, 4 out of the 20 games that they played this year, 24% hit rate. You definitely have to look at the under on Jared McCain here. We're not done. Let's look at more. We're gonna look at Brook Lopez here at 18.5. They're playing Washington, one of the worst defenses in the league. And another reason I chose McCain, he's playing the best defense in the league versus his position. So Brook Lopez is playing the worst defense in the league versus his position. Let's look at Brook Lopez. 18.5 is the line. You can see some places it moved up to 19.5, and I expect the line to move the later it gets into the day. He's hit this mark 56% of the time in 2024, 2025. Again, we're about 20 games in. 56% of the time. We're going to bet on 56% of the time. Me, always, unless I see something that I think he's not going to hit. So here's a to me, here's an over 18.5 points plus rebounds and assists. You can get it on these books down here: Sleeper, BetMGM, Fanatics, DraftKings, PrizePicks, Underdog, Caesars. Not a bad 2-pick parlay here that I see. Brook Lopez over, and Jared McCain under. Not too bad. It's worth taking a chance, I think, on a 2-play prop parlay. I did make a couple bets today. I think by the time you see this video, the Michigan game will be already started. But I did make 2 plays today. I do have a 1 unit on Michigan plus 19.5. And as I look at the TV, it looks like Michigan's up 7-3 in this game into the second quarter. It's a rivalry game. Anything can happen in the second half, but it's going to be very hard for Ohio State to beat them by 19.5 points. But again, college football, second half, strange things happens, and I did put in a 2-play prize pick play over here also. That's all I put in for the day. And those picks I've listed out on my Patreon. A link is down in the description for that. That's only $20 a month. So that's pretty much all I have for the day. More picks are coming. Get out there on Discord. Get out there on Patreon. Let's rebuild these bankrolls back up, and let's have a lot of fun doing it. I spent a lot of time doing this. I enjoy it. So let's go. See you on the next video.